American capital demonizes lard, and the blood buns come back to haunt their own presidents. Exposing the marketing scam of toxic vegetable oils in America is a cheap trick and ruthless action. It's become the preferred choice for prepackaged meals in restaurants as obesity and diabetes surge. It all started with American experts vigorously promoting vegetable oils. Third-party research proves that vegetable oils are the #1 killer of health. Who is behind this promotion? Let's turn back time to 1829, when new machinery from the Industrial Revolution turned cotton production waste into garbage. Cottonseed became usable, and oil extracted from cottonseed could be used as fuel and a lubricant for machinery. Replaced by corn oil invented by Thomas in 1884, which is also made from discarded waste, black corn sprouts from refineries. By 1898, cheap corn oil had become the cooking oil of unscrupulous merchants, thanks to Thomas Company. The factory sold 36 million wheels in 1911. The cleaning company of the soap industry used crystallized free fatty acids to launch plant-based oils. Cooking fats that resemble lard are driven by profit. The cleaning company's investment is equivalent to today's $5 million in advertising expenses, promoting vegetable shortening as healthier and cheaper than lard. In less than a year, 2.6 million pounds were sold, and in the same year, medical authority James Huro published the first paper on heart disease in humans. Before the popularity of vegetable oils, heart disease was quite rare. However, with the aggressive advertising of the cleaning company, the sales of vegetable shortening surged to 60 million pounds in 1916. Heart disease also increased significantly, and to understand the situation, the United States even established a heart disease association to investigate. By 1945, the production of soybean oil reached as high as 1.3 billion pounds. For the first time, vegetable shortening surpassed to become the best-selling cooking oil in America, and the cleaning company couldn't sit idle. Sponsored the Heart Disease Association with $1.70 million to write promotional articles until 1955. US President Eisenhower suffered a heart attack and died, plunging the entire nation into an unknown fear of heart disease. The American Heart Association finally got this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. They announced that they had found the culprit, falsely claiming that the president had a long-standing bad habit of eating meat and animal fats, leading to high cholesterol and sudden heart attacks, while vegetable oils, unsaturated fatty acids, are healthier and can effectively prevent heart disease and strokes. It is only until today that people have come to understand this. In 1961, the American Heart Association spread rumors and defamation in exchange for a $1.70 million bribe. In fact, there is no evidence showing that animal-saturated fats are related to heart disease. Instead, it was vegetable oils that accounted for 1/3 of the American diet, which triggered a surge in heart disease, yet a large number of so-called experts. The papers and reports written by organizations are all promotional articles funded by the vegetable oil industry. Because the vegetable oil industry has already reached $100 billion market size. Numerous studies have shown that eliminating vegetable oils can effectively cure arthritis and gastrointestinal issues, as well as lead to significant weight loss. Dr. Kate, the nutritionist for the Los Angeles Lakers. The customized diet plan from AMS does not use vegetable oils at all, which is also the secret to maintaining peak physical condition. The more vegetable oil is consumed, the significantly higher the risk of diabetes and obesity. Scientists studied the lifespan of animals and humans and found common traits associated with longevity. It is fats that are difficult to oxidize and decompose that can effectively extend lifespan. If the fats in cells are easily oxidized, lifespan will be significantly shortened. The unsaturated fats in vegetable oils are linked to a shortened lifespan, according to renowned American cardiologist Robert. His father devoted his life to studying the relationship between cholesterol, blood lipids, and heart disease as early as 1960. They conducted the most rigorous scientific comparative experiments between plant and animal oils to date. This Minnesota coronary artery study took as long as 5 years. More than 9,000 subjects lived under strictly controlled diets at research institutions. One group consumed vegetable oils and low-fat meals, while the other group consumed animal oils and high-fat meats. As a result, this was the strictest scientific experiment in human history, without any budget limits. However, it reached conclusions that were completely opposite to those of the sponsors. Although cholesterol levels were lowered, it did not lead to health and longevity. Instead, those who ate meat and fat lived longer. Since this experiment was sponsored by vegetable oil manufacturers, but the results were very unfavorable, the data and findings of this experiment, the results were buried for 30 years until 1989. The National Institutes of Health in the United States found the son of the scientist from that time. Only then was this valuable data and audio tape made public. The reduction of cholesterol by vegetable oil is a major cause of heart disease outbreaks. Especially for the elderly over 65, long-term consumption of vegetable oils is even more deadly. This is something people are only realizing today. Studies on the unhealthiness of vegetable oils have been hidden away with financial backing because this is the most aggressive industry. They are found in the ingredient list of all kinds of foods, chips, cookies, and salad dressings. Condiments, nut protein bars, especially mayonnaise, which is pure soybean oil in a whole jar, let alone in American supermarkets. Even health-conscious Japan has been overtaken by inexpensive vegetable oils in the market. In the fiercely competitive restaurant industry, chefs almost all use vegetable oils to cut costs. Today's popular plant-based meats even use vegetable oils to mimic the fat found in meat, including canola oil. Soybean oil, grapeseed oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, corn oil, various types of unsaturated vegetable oils. Bad money has completely driven out good money from the market today. Americans consume an average of 6 tablespoons of vegetable oil daily, which is approximately 700 calories of unsaturated fat. Since the oil content in plants is very low, it is equivalent to 98 corn. Or 12,000 calories worth of corn is needed to obtain 5 tablespoons of corn oil. It takes 625 grams of grapes or 2,800 grams of sunflower seeds to extract 5 tablespoons of oil. The lengthy industrial process of extracting oil from these tiny plant seeds is even more shocking because they are prone to oxidation. Just like the browning of meat, fat due to oxidation can lead to undesirable changes in the structure and characteristics of the fat. McDonald's originally used beef tallow to fry their fries, which was not only healthy and delicious but also highly resistant to oxidation. In contrast, vegetable oils are extremely fragile and can quickly oxidize when exposed to light, air, and heat if not stored properly. Moreover, they contain highly toxic substances, such as toxic compounds in general. The principle is the same as that of fat oxidation and excessive alcohol consumption. American biochemist Martin and the National Health Department found that the total toxins in food residue from vegetable oils exceed the World Health Organization standards by 200 times. In contrast, the harmful compounds in animal fat residues are much lower. Ironically, McDonald's chose vegetable oil residue, thanks to Phil, the billionaire from the Nebraska family. As a capital representative of vegetable oil, he has invested huge amounts of wealth since 1985 to suppress animal fats. Finally, it forced McDonald's to make concessions in 1990 by replacing beef tallow with cheap vegetable oil for frying their fries. The deep processing of vegetable oil releases a large number of toxins before it even reaches the kitchen. It has already been repeatedly reheated multiple times, undergoing continuous oxidation and degradation. For example, in the acid washing process, the temperature is heated to 80 degrees Celsius for neutralization reactions, with oil temperatures reaching as high as 95 degrees. The subsequent bleaching process can exceed 110 degrees. These three key processes have severely oxidized and degraded the vegetable oil. The smell is unbearable, so a long deodorization process is also needed. The oil will be heated again with temperatures rising directly to 260 degrees. This is a full doubling compared to the 125 degrees for frying fries. Nowadays, many high-end vegetable oils promote themselves as unheated. But in fact, just sitting on the shelves, they will undergo severe oxidation. For example, walnut oil contains a large amount of linoleic acid and can undergo severe oxidation in storage in less than 3 days. Even within the human body, it will continue to oxidize and produce toxic substances. For example, four-chambered muscle and Renseki are recognized as the most toxic compounds in canines. A renowned Japanese neurologist has published multiple papers proving the links between aging and heart disease, especially the culprit behind dementia. He also wrote a book titled Reject Vegetable Oils, Save the Brain and Blood Vessels about the various toxins in vegetable oils. American medical institutions have also found that the consumption of vegetable oils can lead to decreased memory and learning ability, as well as weight gain. The incidence of dementia is closely related to the intake of vegetable oils. Many people like to drink coffee to maintain their learning functions. In fact, it is about activating mitochondria, the power source of cells, as modern research has discovered. The principle of vegetable oils is similar to that of hydrogenated substances, which can lead to mitochondrial dysfunction. This means that the primary causes of heart disease and dementia are the same, and the most widely used diabetes medication in the world is metformin. The principle also works on mitochondria to promote weight loss and treat diabetes. Vegetable oil can initiate a peroxidation chain reaction in the body, much like a domino effect. This leads to a sharp decline in coenzyme Q10 levels, resulting in serious damage to mitochondria and various organs. Experiments have found that normal mice can suffer heart failure and die after just 4 weeks of consuming vegetable oil. Why is the harm of vegetable oils so great, yet US regulatory agencies do not ban them? Because, unlike sugar and coffee, the taste and harm of vegetable oils are not easily noticeable. Vegetable oils are an accumulating invisible killer, compounded by the promotion from so-called experts. It has already become a commercial empire that is too big to fail.